What's going on, guys? Gomer's here. It's been a few days, but he's back on another MLB The Show 21 Diamond Dynasty video. Pretty eventful few days. Crazy stuff. If you saw the stream, you know what I'm talking about. But a couple fun nights in a row. Big things going on in baseball. The Rays made a trade for 90-year-old Nelson Cruz, who's going to be hitting bombs in that warehouse out in St. Pete. You know, put the AL East on notice. He might almost qualify for an early bird special at Perkins Restaurant, but that said, you play slow pitch softball. You're not too far removed from needing a pinch runner after hitting. He still hits it over the fence, so he's not going to need to run the bases too often, I suppose. A new team, the Cleveland Guardians. Let me know. Comment if you like the logo, if you like the name. Kind of interested. I'm torn. We have roster update predictions today. The roster update coming on the 30th, I believe, assuming that it is on Friday. So a lot of stuff making opportunities. Pretty big roster update, one must say. Leave a like if you guys enjoy. As always, subscribe if you guys are new. Apologize for being inconsistent. Just you know, a lot of shit going on here. But, as always, I must say that I am invested on these cards, just so you guys are aware of that. And let's start to the neighbors of the North. In a few weeks, once they're finally allowed to go back to Canada. No longer the Buffalo or wherever the fuck they're playing in Florida Blue Jays. We have two. George Springer. Actually, no. We'll start with the more likely one. Teoscar Hernandez. I do think this one is, God damn it. I can't be the only one that gets annoyed when I do that shit, right? But we have Teoscar Hernandez, who I think is not guaranteed, but I'll say like an 85% chance. Biggest thing for him is his contact against righties. He's hitting up to 283 now. 75 is just a little bit too low. Again, this is not 1982 where everybody hit for a high average. If you hit for over 260, you're practically Tony fucking Gwynn, right? Opposed to how it was before. So that's pretty good. That's better than 75 would indicate. And he's all-star. Having a good season for the Jays. I do think he is going to go diamond. As far as his other outfield counterpart, George Springer, I could see this in the last 15. He's 286, 536 slash, 2 homers, 3 extra base hits. The thing with Springer, he missed a lot of time, of course, and his contact is getting back up there. But his power isn't exactly where 88 and 80 respectively would indicate. So I could see it. I think Springer probably should have started the season off as a diamond, to be fair. If he wasn't injured to start, perhaps he would have been. So yeah, I wouldn't go crazy on investing in Springer. But if he has another couple big days over the weekend, do definitely look at him. That's all it's going to take for him. Moving on to golds, we have a couple guarantees. A lot of stubs to be made right here. Paul Goldschmidt. Okay, he's went up a little bit since I first made this list. He's guaranteed. He's back to Goldschmidt here. No more Silverschmidt. 361, 750, 4 homers, 6 extra base hits in the last 15. Yeah, set in stone. Death taxes. And Goldschmidt going back up to gold right there. Well, Brandon Lau on the Rays here. Kind of weird season. He's hitting like 150. If that, against lefties. So Brandon Lau's not exactly an obese individual, but he's not even hitting his weight, for Christ's sakes. So not a great sign. However, he's been quite hot at the dish recently. 323, 677, 3 homers, 5 extra base hits. Contact against righties might move a bit. I think it's probably going to be the power where we see him move. I have that like an 80% chance. I could see him getting stiffed and not getting there, but he is a lower cost investment, so I do think that's an interesting little angle right there. Miguel Rojas for the Miami Marlins, I think is a great investment because he is hitting 357, 524, and his righties, it has to go up. His power has to go up. Plain and simple, he has the defense that's already propelling him to a 79 at the contact against lefties. And again, versus righty stats are weighted heavier, which is why he's only a 79, because they're particularly low. I think he's definitely going to get there. We hit big on the Joey Votto last time. This is, I think, the Joey Votto pick of this week. Miguel Rojas is a fantastic investment. Another all-star here. Chris Taylor, who has been really, really hot as of recent, only going for 600 stubs right now, hitting 289 with the 632 slug, 4 homers, and 5 extra base hits. Again, I think this is a really good investment. Like an 80% chance at going gold right here. Needs 2 points. And the power is finally starting to move. Just really well-balanced player. I think Chris Taylor has a really good shot. We'll talk about his teammate right here. AJ Pollock, notorious. If there's one guy besides Jesse Winker that and Tyler Glasnow that STS hates with the passion, like you know, did something with Ramon's wife, perhaps. Not sure, but it's AJ Pollock. He has really big hot surges and doesn't get anything in the game for it. He is hitting 417, 861 slug, 4 homers, 8 extra base hits. The big reason, his defense. At center field, it's weighted quite high. That's why he's only 78. I really do think it's finally time to stop disrespecting this man. He's been an MLB The Show legend dating back to his D-back days, so would like to see that happen. Moving back to the Rays, talk about Arozarena. Weird season, again, strikes out a lot. Is he even going to be Rookie of the Year? Probably not, unless he keeps up what he's been doing. Had a 2 home run game, 3 homers in 2 days, I believe. Still, his OPS is only like 830 in the last 15. Keep an eye on him. Again, if he keeps this up over the weekend, I think he has a decent shot, but there's better investments than that for 600 currently. Talk about my favorite boy, Jacob Stallings. We missed on him the first time, and taken, you know, fair point. Maybe don't invest too big on him this time. 444, 778. Not a whole bunch of at-bats, as of course he is platoon, but he hit 2 home runs, including a walk-off. Pretty cool. I don't think he's going to get there. They'll probably give him a +1, is what I'm going to say. Keep my boy at silver. Moving on to Tommy Pham. The man traded for a slapdick prospect and now being underrated in terms of SDS. Has a pretty good season. OPS over 800 at this point. 355 batting average, 484 slug. Contact is really where we're going to see him move right here, I would assume. Maybe a little bit power right-handers as well. 265, again, this is really good investment. Him, Chris Taylor, Miguel Rojas, love these investments so far. So I would really hit hard on Tommy Pham as well. For the Pacific Northwest, Mitch Haniger, again, had a pretty good season this year. Some hot surges, some cold spurts. 324, 706 slug, 4 homers, 5 extra base hits. This one, a bit tough. I'll give him like a 60% chance. I just don't think they're going to give him all 2 points in 1 round. So, again, 500 stubs. I would much rather put stubs into a guy like Rojas, Chris Taylor, Tommy Pham, those sort of things. Mike Yastrzemski. I think this is a very good investment right here for the Giants. Finally coming around to what you would think Yaz would be doing. 4 homers, 5 extra base hits, slugging 649. Needs 1 point. I think he's going to get it pretty certainly. So, going to have this as nearly a lock. You want 400 free stubs? Well, there you go. And Mike Yastrzemski, very good investment as well. I want to talk about a couple with the Brewers here. Or more specifically, really Adames. Again, not sure why he has only 75 overall, but he does. At some point, I think you'll probably get like a +3, +4 this week, but not quite there. And also look at Avisail Garcia. Needs 1 point. Hitting 300. Keep an eye on him over the weekend. If he does well, then look to invest. Another diamond pick I have right here is going to be Gio Gallegos, who has been one of the best relievers in the game this year. And well, not in MLB The Show in terms of game. He is the Joe Random pitch mix for a reliever. A fastball, a slider, and a changeup. Not great. You know, this is just going to be something to look to cash in on stubs. He has a whip, I think, of .06. He has been phenomenal this year. There's 2K stubs bare min to be made off quick selling him if he goes up. So I have him at like a 90% chance. Then moving on to new golds for pitchers, starting with Lance McCullers. Kind of weird. Again, he's going for 200 stubs. I don't think this is a bad investment at all. 18 strikeouts in the last 15. He walks a lot. That's his issue. But his strikeouts per 9 is up in the 10s, which should warrant higher than 167. So it depends how high they move that. But I do love this investment once again. For the Cubs, another reliever. You know how I love talking about relievers. Ryan Tepera. Sure, we'll go with that. 0.75 whip, 214 OBA, 7 Ks, 0 walks given up in the last 15. Had that really good month in May, I think. He has a shot at getting up to an 80, so definitely look at him again. Another very low-risk investment. A lot of people not in on these, so even if he weren't to go up, you're not really losing anything. But I do like that investment. Don't let me talk you out of it there. Jake McGee. Here's an example of a reliever that people are kind of turned on to because he's been good for an extended period of time, so he probably is going to go gold. I'm pretty confident with that. Dave Stefani only needs 1 point. He has 17 strikeouts in the last 15. Again, I think that K9 is going to move up enough to warrant 1 point there. So, I mean, for Christ's sakes, he is +3 on inside edge, and no attributes are being boosted. So, who knows? He might get upgraded even without any attributes actually going up. 2 more here. Looking one for the Mets. Looking at Marcus Stroman. Don't think he's going to get there. Just want to turn you guys onto him here because he's been kind of underrated. Him and Taijuan Walker a little bit too. But Stroman, 219 opponent batting average, 0.83 whip, 15 Ks, and only 1 walk given up in his last 15 days rather. So something to look at if he starts continuing this strikeout path. That is a potential gold option. And then finally for the Twins, Kenta Maeda, really rough start to the year. Looks like he's finally turning it around. 0.88 whip, 197 opponent batting average, 21 strikeouts to only 3 walks given up. Is that good? Well, again, Lord knows, because he has 4 points coming seemingly out of nowhere. Did they boost his durability for the day? What attribute is that getting upgraded on? He's not pitching. I'm going to the Twins game tonight. It's J.A. Happ. So I'm not sure. Inside edge. Great feature. Great feature. He's going to get 79. Maybe not quite to a gold. But again, he's going for essentially quick sell value. This is someone that you want to get on right now. If he has one more good start, maybe he does get +3 in all, this roster update. So I think that's essentially going to wrap this up. Like I said, a lot of gold picks. Diamonds, again, Teo and Gallegos, and Miguel Rojas, Paul Goldschmidt, Lance McCullers, Dave Stefani, Kenta Maeda, Mike Yastrzemski, Tommy Pham, Chris Taylor. I think those are all really good investments. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and later, guys, comes out. Yeet.